Is it healthy to be alone? Spending quality time with yourself helps you enhance your psychological development and experience. On the flip side, excessively spending time alone can negatively impact your mental and physical health. It would keep you at the mercy of your inner critics, lead to depression, painful loneliness, and can ultimately lead to the problem of your health. Consequently, you have to strike a balance between the two extremes. That said, these are the health benefit of being alone. Spending time alone with yourself increases productivity. How quickly do you get a job done when you have family and friends chatting away around you? Your goal may be to complete things around the house, finish a school assignment, or meet a deadline for work. Even a ping from your phone when a chat or mail comes in can make you lose concentration on a task. The brain is naturally programmed to be more productive when there are little to no distractions. So, if you desire to be more productive, spend time alone. It boosts your creativity. The mind comes up with the best ideas when it is left alone in perfect solitude. It generates amazing plan and just creates beautiful creative stories. So when you feel the pressure to be creative and you can't deal with the noise of brainstorming, you can simply separate yourself from the crowd and give your mind some time to think and come up with a great idea. There are few ways to learn to be alone and happy. Here are some steps you can take to learn to be alone and be happy about it. Be your primary source of validation. Having friends and family call and show you major attention sure feels great. However, what happens when they caught up with other things and don't have that much time to text or call you? In such times, getting disappointed about not being contacted won't help you. And sure, who tell that you are far from being your source of validation. So what you can do is to deliberately train yourself to get used to the absence of people. Take some time off from the noise of social life and indulge in your hobbies like reading, writing, or seeing some great movies. What's more, you can try meditating or yoga. This would clear your mind and keep you in tune with yourself. Learn to feel and be self aware. So, first off, you can take a person out of psychology, but you can't take psychology out of a person. This means that the person that can reach into your emotions and channel those emotions so you can be happy, alone, and single is you. Learn to spend time with yourself, practice self awareness, and keep in touch with your feelings. That way, you will truly be happy. Identify your goals, dreams, and setbacks. Know the things that make you tick and do those things. Spend some time with nature. There is nothing quite as soothing as bonding with nature. You can simply spend time in a garden where you can watch the flowers bloom with your favorite book in hand. Or you can listen to the chirping of the birds and watch the shape of the clouds and the brightness of the stars and fall in love with yourself all over again. If you have some energy and stamina in you, and you are a lover of outdoor activities like hiking, then put on those hiking boots, grab your backpack, and head to the nearest mountain around you. Work on your self improvement. Remember those amazing self improvement things that you have on your bucket list, but have somehow managed to miss doing them. Bring those goals into actualization. You can create some alone time and work on them. Learn to play that musical equipment, author that book, strategize on how you will start that company, learn a new skill, or a new language. Take a trip to a dream location alone. You might ask yourself where the fun is in the traveling alone. Be that as it may, if you can get beyond the feeling of weirdness that accompanies taking a trip by yourself, just do it. Just pack up your bags and visit that location that you heard is a tourist attraction, or simply go for a weekend getaway in an amazing resort. There is no time. You will begin to feel the hang of being alone and happy. Step out to town alone. Perhaps you thought that to learn to be alone means camping at home and shutting the world out. However, that's not the case. You can indeed have beautiful time with yourself by going out to town to do activities like reading in a park, grabbing a coffee, and going to the seasides where you can feel the wind on your face. Watch the sea waves come and go, and just gather your thoughts. Stay away from your phone. If you are going to learn to be alone, then you might as well go all the way. This would mean staying away from your phone and the distractions that come with it. Being an extrovert is amazing. However, sometimes being an introvert is good too. Research has it that introverts are more in touch with themselves, better express self-awareness and empathy. This makes it possible for them to understand individuals around them and better manage relationships. What's more, studies show that relationships thrive when the individual involved can take a step back and keep a level of independence. When they do reunite, the spark is incredibly amazing and refreshing. It allows you to revitalize your mind. Being the life of occasions and fun with friends can help with some aspects of brain activity. Final thoughts. Finally, the one thing you should convince yourself of is that it is normal for you to live your life the way you have chosen. There is no need trying to convince anyone that what you are doing is in the right interest of you. There is no need working yourself up to prove to anyone that choosing to learn to be alone is right for you. You have decided to be happy and have found the best way to be healthy. Instead of getting heartaches from your relationship, you have decided to sideline yourself and you are doing just fine. Laugh, live, be happy alone. You will soon discover that this is the greatest decision ever. Thanks for watching my video. Bye, take care.